So tomorrow we're going to learn how food goes from the ground all the way to get on your plate. And that will be at the Binational Domestic Fair Trade Conference. We're in Atlanta, Georgia right now, and the theme of the conference is creating fair and sustainable supply chains. And we just arrived. Today is Wednesday, December 12th. And yeah, peace out. We got to the hotel, and then we went to this cool Ethiopian restaurant.
Yeah, it was called Art Cafe, and they had a ton of art made by their Ethiopian friend, and lots of big artwork. And like the place was huge. There were a few tables, and yeah, just delicious food.
So for dinner, I got chicken and rice.
Yeah, I got the vegetarian platter. Delicious.
Do that. We happened upon what was it? It was called Soul Bar.
Right.
And it had
Live music. That on the second floor of the building we were in, it was like a tiny little corner shop with like a bar and music. And we found out there was a second floor, and that's where MLK Jr. used to play pool.
And it was really fun to be at, and we're very excited for the conference tomorrow to learn and tour and eat good food. And,
and learn more about people in Atlanta and the culture here. It's really different.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this breakfast. That's all I'm going to say.
At the Hyatt Regency in Atlanta, and it's Thursday, December 13th, and we'll see you in a bit.
Island Scots from Darien, Georgia, went up to Savannah, and there was actually a street brawl to stop slavery being expanded in Georgia. I just reflect what our farmers tell us. It's local. Like your individual FSA agent or officer is your gateway to anything that happens. So a lot of our farmers couldn't tell the difference between this president and the last one, based on who's running the FSA office that they physically visit.
Okay, so we are here at the Turnip Truck in Georgia, as you can see right here, and their job is to create honesty and transparency within the food system. They have trucks that they take from mostly small farmers, and they're the ones that bring it to the retailers, mostly high-end fine dining restaurants that want this high-qualty organic food.
Something called a pawpaw, plums. The pawpaw is actually native to Georgia. It's kind of, the taste is similar to a banana and maybe a peach, kind of, sort of. It's an interesting flavor. Very good though. So we've got apples, pears, plums, fig trees. We've got four fig trees down at that end of the farm. And so it's all spread around the farm. So this also goes into our farmers market that we sell in our CSA. Okay? Alrighty. And you definitely, if you got any final areas over there, you can see how it goes from so light to very dark, how rich that
Va cambiando el color también, va del color claro.
Well, we've had some days out here where, boy, I tell you, it would knock you out. In the summer.
Dare.
I dare you to jump in this.
But I just got my new white shoes.
This? How does this smell?
You know, it's pungent, tangy. It's actually I like the smell because I know that it leads to nutrient-rich crops, and this actually smells like really good to me.
Yes, that is why we are starting a new cologne line that with this smell.
It's curly kale. Delicious flavor.
What does it taste like?
It's a little bit bitter, but you get that hearty kale taste.
You heard it here first.
That's a tough thing to do. But the people of Alabama are energized to stand up for what they believe in. And I think that's the time we live in. The people have to make these decisions, have to choose. What are you for? It's not sufficient to just talk about what you stand for. You got to actually get up and do something. Here's how I look at that. 80% of America, over 80% of Americans live in metropolitan areas. And we're no longer a rural population. You know, the turn of the last century, it was reversed. More than 80% of people lived in rural areas. This is where the people are. The world will be 70% urban by 2050. That gap that exists between urban and rural constituents, part of that has been created by the commercial agriculture. Part of it's been created by the industrialization that we found in the world, that we have in the world.
We are here at Emory University, and we are touring the way that they set up their food system.
So early on, one of the members of the Sustainable Food Committee was really passionate about starting a farmer's market on campus. And at that time, Atlanta was very short of producers. And so we weren't at all confident that we could get some people to come here once a week. But we said, okay, try it. And we now have an incredibly thriving farmer's market every Tuesday during the school year. And we've seen a huge increase in students buying their lunch at the farmer's market, which we think is a good habit to get into. And then we, thanks again to Emory Dining, we were able to get students cards. That is how they normally come in here and swipe for their meals. We got card readers for all the vendors, so the students don't have to use money. And that really boosted student sales at the farmers market. So we've been doing things to try to, again, keep it moving this money into the local economy.
Hi, we're here at Emory University at Cox Convenience Center, and this is what a convenience store should be. Look at this good stuff you got. You have snap peas, you have boom chicka pop, awesome hummus, you even have guacamole. Let's see what else do they got. They have fair trade chocolate in their convenience store.
They also have some spring rolls, and they have some real selections
Look,
here. Frozen.
They have frozen vegetables.
We don't even have fresh vegetables
We
in
don't
our
have
market.
fresh vegetables.
Look at that. Fresh fruit,
Wow.
fresh vegetables.
This
Amy's
is
bowl.
blowing my mind.
They've got some chicken masala.
They have
Black bean
organic
mango.
crackers. Organic crackers. Vegan and vegetarian. We are on this cool street right now with a ton of interesting things, and we are arriving right here at
Little 5 Points.
Little 5 Points, and here's criminal records. We shopped in this co-op.
Yeah, that happens. Getting some folks that work here don't say it the right way. It's all good. We know what you mean, so that's all love.
Agribusinesses that were completely invested in the sugar trade. And the reason it was taken over by force in 1893 was exactly because of sugar trade. And the businesses wanted to have less taxes on sugar so they could have a competitive advantage. So they overtook the country. And then for the whole 20th century, it was dominated by monoculture cropping in sugar and pineapple in the same way that Iowa is dominated by corn and soy. And now, even though sugar is no longer grown in Hawaii, they left Hawaii for a number of reasons. The islands are still constrained by the infrastructure legacy of monoculture cropping in the hands of consolidated
collect from the bounties of our Lord off of the land that God gave us all for free. That construct is evolving, and we see it in every community, and particularly in the community that I think that have been most ostracized from agriculture, which is the African American community, where you had all these great entertainers. They set the trends of culture. This community is one of the most thriving global population. Is now talking about eating fresh fruits and vegetables and growing their own food. Post-transatlantic slave trade behind the fear of oppression. That conversation is extremely vibrant. So one of the great changes I think that we need to do around the fair trade is to create the educational.
And I started with the company 17 years ago, and it was about a $4 million a year company. I think I had 13 employees. Now, it's like 170 employees. And, it's a global operation. We did not compromise, and I think that's an important thing to remember. If you're committed to fair trade, if you're committed to being organic, don't compromise. Never compromise that. That is what you're about.